Shut up. Okay.
Wait, this isn't my bottle. This is. No, it's not full.
I know. I put it in a cup.
Oh.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hello, 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 and welcome to BKS1 Radio. It's the Al Show. It's your girl, Latoya Chanel. And of course, I am here with my bestie of all times, Miss Queen B.
Hey, you guys.
And it is another Tuesday. We are blessed to be here in the building. Very happy. We have been consistent with our wonderful guests and topics and shows and just in-depth knowledge that have been going on since we've been back, since our new season has started. And I need to know first and foremost how you're doing on this particular Tuesday before we get into some business, Queen B.
I am great.
Okay.
I'm great.
Okay.
Okay. I'm great. I'm good. I'm super excited about the show.
Yes.
But I am having a great Tuesday.
Okay.
It didn't start off great.
Listen.
Oh my God.
I'm talking about you because I can't even.
Yeah, it didn't start off great. It was one of those where I was like, "Ooh, God, what you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
But
I laughed my way through today.
Did you?
I did.
All right, you got to do that though.
I did. I laughed yesterday was god awful. From beginning to end. And today I went into the office and and everybody knows this, including my VP, so it's not like I'm saying it, to the public and it's not a thing. I don't go in the office to work. I go in the office for camaraderie. And we sit around and disturb each other like the bad kids in class. We walk around to people's offices and be like, well, what you doing? What time is lunch? Where we're going? I get more work done at home than I do.
I'll say that.
Yeah, than I do in the office because I have a great group of friends that I work with. Like I don't have work friends. Yes. I just have friends that I work with. And we disturb each other all day long. We laugh all day long. And today I laughed literally from the moment I walked in the door to the moment I left.
As if you see me distracted, I am sharing this show because I know my kids be watching. They be like, Mom, you're looking down. I am looking down because I am sharing the show.
We multitask here. We got things we gotta
share the show
so
that everybody and their mother sees because everybody be like, you ain't send me the link. So here I am.
I was supposed to send somebody a link today. Who was it?
Here I am sending.
I don't remember who it was.
Okay,
but either way,
say that.
Yeah, I laughed through today.
Okay.
And I needed to. So thank you to all my people. Shout out to first and foremost, shout out to Danny. Because Danny is our behind the scenes for each and everything that we do. All this posting, this right here. Where is it? This right here. No, here.
No, other way.
There you go. So that right there, all of that. We don't do any of that. Danny does all of that. Get you if you were in any kind of business, get you with Danny. That's all I'm saying.
Not even that, because Danny, listen, for all the businesses that I've came up with, because I promise you, when I tell you God will turn pain into purpose, clearly what I'm going through right now. Seriously, what I'm going through right now. I literally am coming up with creations that I'm like, oh my God, like God, you want me to do that? Like, yeah. So it literally, Danny has literally listened to me. I love you with Danny. She has listened to me. She has been like, I need this idea. You're going to do this, do it like this. So Danny, thank you. Thank you for my commercials.
Clap Danny up, please.
Oh God,
hit the button.
Oh, where?
What button? You got it?
What button?
Just hit the button.
All right, button. All right.
Jesus
God,
Christ, the Latter-day Saints. Not us.
Right,
it's
clap
you,
it up.
sis. Technologically savvy is just not.
It's not. I'm a nurse. Like I don't.
It's not your thing.
No, it's not.
Here we go.
It's never.
It's not this.
It's never been my thing.
Okay, it's this right here.
Oh God, what was that?
Oh God, Danny, sorry. Danny, sorry. But no, seriously, get you a Danny, and I have the pleasure of being able to work with her at NJ Pack all day too. So shout out to Danny, Kyra, Jesse, Fallon, all day. Danny, Kyra, Jesse, Fallon, Katab. Shout out to my friends.
Your work besties.
Those are my besties. Yeah. Those are my besties. But either way, speaking of besties and conversations we had, because we did have a really in-depth conversation today, which is a part of what we are going to be doing on the 16th. So next week, I don't know who's in the area. I don't know who's not in the area, but make yourself in the area because next week on October 16th, as a part of the Queen City Film Festival, Queen Bee and I will be hosting our show live. Clap that up. I want to see if you was paying attention to what button I said to press. Oh, look at you. Okay. So Queen Bee and I are going to be doing our live podcast. This is the third installment of this year. We had one in January. We had one in April. Now we have one in October. This time it's going to be at a Plant-Based Dispensary, which was just featured in Black Enterprise magazine. And the topic for October 16th is about Black love in the entertainment industry and how to maintain and how to have balance and how to have all of those things. So we have our celebrity guest couple, Michelle and Tobias Truvillion. Shout out to Tobias, who just had a birthday party recently.
Yes, happy birthday.
So shout out to him. And then we have our resident relationship coach, Trevor Scott, author, who has been on the show numerous times.
Yes.
So he'll be there. We'll be moderating. He'll be taking us through, all the things. They'll be sharing their stories. We'll have some additional special guest celebrities that are going to be in the building, and they're going to be sharing, their experiences with how do you balance being a creative and having a family and having a partner. Listen, we know it's not easy because guess what?
We do it.
We just had Andre in the studio last week. Shout out to Dre. We're going to his show, Man of the House, in Brooklyn this weekend.
Yes.
But we had Dre in the studio last week who told us he ain't doing
He's single.
He said, I'm single and will remain single because as a creative, I don't have the bandwidth to have a partner.
I mean, he said, him live.
And he said, but no, and he said he doesn't want to do it or engage in anything because he doesn't feel like it would be fair to whomever he added into his life. He said they would be number what? He didn't even say number 2. He said they would be like number 3 or something like that. So listen, we're going to be talking about it October 16th. Go to qcffnj.com and get your tickets today. They are selling. It is an intimate environment because we want everybody to be able to speak if you so choose to. Get your tickets today because it is selling out. We are going to have food from Family Flavor, who has done it our first 2 events. And we're going to have the sounds of DJ Storm Norm the General. Clap up, DJ Storm Norm the General. Where's the button?
You're abusing me now.
Where's the button? Where's the button? Jesus, Lord help us. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, DJ Storm Norm the General is going to be DJing that night too. So it's going to be engaging. It's going to be entertaining. Yes. Get your tickets now before they sell out. Again, there's only 50 spaces, and I think we're already over halfway sold. Yeah. So if not already sold out, I don't know. Try to get them. Try to get them. I don't know.
We literally generally sell out. So I really need you guys. I know we be on CP time and everybody, but people like the day of the event, everybody be like, oh my God, I was going to buy my ticket. Guys, please don't do that.
And we don't be on CP time the day of the event either. Yeah. So whatever your delay is in buying your ticket thinking you're going to get it the day before, I'm sorry.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So get your tickets now. I know they were talking about it at work. Some of the people that I have coming out.
Shout out to my mama.
Who is in the chat. Hey, Miss Jerry, I see you.
Every week, Tuesday, she like, put me on. I don't know what put me on mean. I don't know what put me on, but I put you on, okay?
And
I sent it to you.
Miss Jerry, you on?
She in there.
You on, Miss Jerry? She on. All right.
She in there.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Ma.
She got the link. Love you, Miss Jerry. So let's get into our show for today, right? So we took care of a little bit of business. We got more stuff coming. As Queen Bee mentioned, she done started a whole strip mall of things. So we're going to talk about that. And not today.
Yeah.
Not today.
Because it's too many.
It's too many. And I don't think it's too many personally. I say keep going. But no. I say keep going. But we're going to talk about it in detail coming up. But right now, we need to get to our guests in the studio because we have a great show today.
And I don't want to be long or
be before you
emotional.
long.
Yes,
and
I don't want to be
emotional.
before you long.
And emotional. So
But-
go ahead.
And emotional because, okay, so I am introducing, first of all,
Yes.
let me just say her name to get the particulars out of the way.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
Do that. I'm a
Dr.
drink.
Wafia Salim, and I got to say Salim because her daddy gave her that name.
Okay.
Salim Idris,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So she's a respected leader. She is an educator, an advocate. I think when I do a summation about her, I would probably say her purpose, her journey, and everything just aligns up with service. Service, I would say that.
Okay. Because leadership is service.
Leadership is service.
Yes.
Leadership is commitment.
Yes.
You have to have a vision in order to be a leader.
Yes.
You have to be compassionate. You have to be committed. You have to be all those things.
Yes.
And I think so. This is when I tell you my childhood friend. Like I'm the passing notes friend. The I used to come to her lunch friend. The talk about
Yes.
everything. The one who I love the fact that when I was not very confident about my name, Wafia, her whole family, her mother, Kwaima.
Why
I
weren't you
loved her.
confident
That was
about
like
your
my
name?
favorite name. Well, because when you are Muslim,
I just
right?
want you to explain to
Okay.
everybody who's watching.
So when you are a Muslim kid and you literally are, we were going to school with the Heathers and the Laurens.
Okay.
Right? And
For sure.
And like the Heathers and the Laurens and the Kellys and stuff like that. You don't. There's not a. You're different.
You
You're
mean
different.
there wasn't another
People can't pronounce your
Basima
name.
in your class?
No, it ain't even pronounced it
I'm
right.
joking. I'm joking.
Imagine. So that's the thing. Like you don't always, but you know this. Like literally kindred spirits. Literally just an alignment that God allowed me. I told her last night, the other night when I was talking to her, I'm like, when I see her, just even on Facebook or whatever, but when I see her, my heart smiles because I know where we came from, right?
That's right.
I know where we came from. I know she was like a big sister to me. I know that she has done so much just in life. The oldest in her family, literally, the mother bear, right?
Correct.
The mother bear. So I don't want to, she's into a lot of things. I'm going to let her tell the stuff she's into, but I am super elated, super excited, and she inspires me all the time.
Wonderful.
So welcome. Welcome.
Hit the clap button.
They deserve to die. They deserve to
Wafia, I
die.
swear to God. Wafia. Don't kill me. There we go.
It's all good.
So just kind of, I introduced you. I know that you've had an impact. In order to be a doctor, you got to be an expert, right? At
That's what they
what
say.
you do.
For sure.
Hey, that's
what
what
they
say.
say. That's what they say.
Right?
For
You got to
sure.
be an expert at what you do. So public health community, just the things you do. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. First of all, I want to just say thank you for having me here. I'm so
Of course.
excited. I was like, yes, I am
Of
a
course.
yes, honey.
Of
This is my
course.
yes season. So you call me, I'm like, yes, I'll be there.
Uh-huh. I love that.
Yes, Basima and I go way
Yes.
back. SP, South Plainfield, Lord
Yes.
have mercy.
Mhm.
But a little bit about me. I'm Dr. Wafia Salim Idris. I call myself a mental health wellness practitioner. So what that means is I actually curate and design wellness curriculums for young people as well as women and girls. So I actually founded She Matters, and that came about in 2016. And I was actually doing healing circles in Newark, New Jersey, because at that time I was a child protective service worker, and I just noticed so many young women were experiencing sexual violence. And didn't have somewhere to go,
Yeah.
right? We kept naming the trauma, but we were not given access to the healing. And as Basima had talked about, from a little girl, that's always kind of like been my conversation. Like, how do we move? How do we transition this pain somewhere? And so I saw a need, and I filled the gap. And so I created some healing circles for Newark, New Jersey, and it just kind of like moved its way into a business titled She Matters, and I just continue to do that work to support women. And I know specifically around Black women and brown women and girls and women, like our healing is not just the power and control wheel. our healing is also connected to liberation.
Yeah.
So there's other issues that we have to navigate as we're navigating healing, which is how do we get access, right? And so that was some of the things that I wanted to address, and I'm still addressing. Like I said, I started that in 2016. It's 2025.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing that work. I'm actually a contracted consultant for Simon Youth Academy Recovery, and so that's where I actually facilitate and curate my curriculum for wellness for the youth.
Nice.
And when I tell you I love them, I love these babies. Baby, I love them, okay? And so I'm also in a maternal health equity space, right? We recognize that Black women are 7 times more likely to die from preventable from issues from giving birth.
Childbirth, yeah.
Childbirth. And so I'm like, okay, there's this intersectionality with gender-based violence and maternal health equity, right? And so we see all the stuff that's happening in the world. And so for me, it's not just about naming it, but how do we actually move through it? How do we transition this pain into purpose, right? And how do we actually access wholeness? And so that's what I've been up to.
Healing circles. I want to go back.
Sure.
I want to go back. You said you've curated healing circles.
Yeah.
Explain to the audience what a healing circle is.
A healing circle is really women. How I see a healing circle is we come together and we actually circle up. We circle up and we talk about the issues that we're challenged with. The beauty of a healing circle is that everyone is centered. One of the things about Black and brown women is we're invisible, right? Our stories aren't told, they aren't believed. And so when we circle up, I see you, sis. I see you, I hear you, I validate
Physically
you.
circle up.
Physically circle up.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yes, thank you for that. We physically circle up. And so you get to be centered. We're often at the margin. We're forgotten about.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
so it's like the healing circle, everybody gets to be seen. And so that in itself is healing. Being in community is healing. Being heard is healing. Telling your story. Many of us are holding on to stories from childhood that we just have not named. And it has manifested in high blood pressure, right? Infertility, just many different things. And so grief. And so the healing circle really gives us access to move forward.
So you're finding a solution or working towards a solution to if there is a solution. Is there a solution?
Well, healing is a journey.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. It's not like 1 + 1 is 2, right? You move forward and you move back.
Right.
You move forward and you move back. Right. And so it's this journey that you keep going on. But I tell you what, you need people to journey with you. One of my favorite
Can't do it alone.
One of my favorite authors, Bell Hooks, she said, never, really ever are we healed in isolation.
Nope.
We heal in community.
We always say that.
Come on.
We
talk about it.
No, because let me tell you, and I'll be very transparent.
Be transparent, sis.
I'm gonna be transparent.
Tell it, sis.
That is how I governed my life. When I was going, and she will tell you, when I was going through something, I would fade out, and that's what I called it, like a DJ. I fade out, and when I was better, I would fade back in. Now, I learned that is not it. Because all I'm stuck with is my own thoughts, my own way of working it out.
And that's not friendship either.
It's not. It's not.
That's not friendship either. Sharing is caring. So only allowing us to see what you feel is the good side of you
That's what I thought. That's
at
what I was
all
taught.
times. That's not friendship either. If we are really truly friends and in relationship with one another in friendship, then we are supposed to be able to see all sides of you, not just your good side or not just your social media side.
Now, keep in mind, when you're little, what are you told? Everything that go on in this house, stay in this house.
There you go.
Who's told that?
Most people.
Black people.
Black people. Oh, yeah. But
Black people.
It's most of everything. And I get it. They were protecting us from a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
They were protecting us from the outsiders. Oh, okay, you can't know my business. But it wasn't just the outsider. It was, don't tell your family members the business. Don't tell whatever. And in that house, the things that you went through was traumatizing.
For sure.
Most of the things that you went through was traumatizing, and you were taught, do not speak that. So then when you get a little older, it's the same routine. It's the same place. You hand that down from generation to generation, and you got all these people going through stuff and not even talking about it.
Yeah.
That's the part. Like, I don't know. I'm always transparent about that. I love you, Mom, but
Can I speak to that?
Of course.
Right. So I think what I'm hearing is trauma responses, right? And so although you're in a friendship, you still go back to your default behavior, which is we're told to not tell those stories, right? And where did they get that from? They weren't able to tell their stories.
Yep.
Right. And so they moved on. And so, right, they give us what they have.
Yeah.
They give us what they have. And so now we have access to awareness. We have access to healing in a different way. And so now we can give something different to our children. So now children, they get to tell their story. Now they telling every damn thing.
Yeah,
Can
well,
I say damn?
all over social media and every place
Now they
else.
telling it all,
Yeah.
right? We got to balance it out now.
Yeah. Pull it back. Reel it in a little bit.
You're like, whoa, okay.
I always
because
laugh
you on social media crying.
So I was a young mom. So I had my son at 20, and then I had my daughter at 23. And the one thing that I will always say, I couldn't be the mother that I am if my mother wasn't the grandma she was, because she allowed me to work. She took the kids to the doctor. She did a lot of things that allowed me to just the space of doing, like, I never missed work because the kids were sick. It was bring them babies here, and I appreciate that. I do. But the one thing I will say is my kids told her everything. All she had to do was feed them. All she had to do was, the funniest thing is my son is 26 years old and he still do the same thing now. All she got to do is come get this food, and he'd be like, Grandma, you know what happened?
Telling it all.
Tell the whole business, everybody business. I think it's funny.
Mine don't say nothing.
Well, yeah, you are.
Not me. It ain't me.
Yours
It's
is
them.
different.
That's just how they are. And it's not like no one said, "Oh, we can't hear you. We don't listen to you," because they talk to me.
Yeah.
But as far as anybody else, they be like, "No, I'm good." How was work? Fine. How's that? Fine.
Good.
Everything's good. You sure? Yeah. Well, I saw this happen. Did it bother you? No, not really. Yeah.
But you know what, too? Sometimes we haven't given them the language. One of the things that I do at the school is we start off with a check-in. And I actually give them a feelings and emotion wheel. And so I ask them, how are you? I'm okay. Okay is not a feeling. So I have them name feelings. So we have to teach our children how to name their feelings.
And there's a wide array of feelings, not just good or bad.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
For sure. Or angry.
Right.
Angry is the go-to because you feel
Right.
powerful in your anger.
Yeah.
Like, I'm angry.
Yeah.
Okay. But what's underneath that? Yeah. So, yeah.
I do want to ask you this. What was a pivotal moment that led you to doing leadership, or led you to in your life's journey? What led you to doing leadership? Because I know that you did a lot of DIFAS work, a lot. God, of years.
Yes,
like
years, 10.
OMG. So you've seen
For sure.
everything
For
that you
sure.
possibly could see, right? So what's a pivotal moment in your journey, whether, childhood, whether it be adulthood, whether it be in your working journey or whatever, just life's journey? What's a pivotal moment that made you say, I want to do leadership, and then I want to give this type of
Healing
service?
and wellness?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say this. I think I was born a leader. And then I was up under Kwaima, okay?
Yes.
Kwaima will tell you in a minute, I'm not raising followers. All my kids are leaders. And I heard that over and over as a child. And birth order. I'm the oldest of 4. You understand?
No, your life is, yes.
I'm Mama Bear.
Yes.
Well, we've transitioned because they let me know. They sat me down some years ago and simply told me, you are
It's
not
over.
our mother.
No more.
You are the sister. And guess what? I tell them, I am your sister. So it goes vice versa.
Okay.
I'm the sister, okay?
Okay.
Remember that when you need something. Okay, let me come back. So I really pretty much have been a leader all of my life. And I knew that I was to be in the front and to support and guide. And so as I got older in terms of like professionally, as I started to mature in my professional world, I realized that I wanted to develop a little bit more. It was more than just like leading people being in the front, but it was also about accountability. It was also about purpose. It was also about vision. And how do you share that with other people? And so I developed that through my journey with DCPNP because I'm not just leading people, right? Leadership is also about partnership.
Yes.
And so oftentimes people in leader, they just want to be out in the front, but you really got to do some work.
Yes, you do.
You got to do some work. And the first work in leadership is working on who?
You. Right.
Right? How are you leading your life? How are you being an example for others? And so I started at home, in the mirror, at school, right, and onto my professional jobs. And then I just continued to get professional development. I went to Momentum Education. Shout out to Momentum Education, right? Recently, I am a recent fellow of Rockwood Leadership Institute, where we worked on some other tenets: purpose, leadership, partnership, belonging. And then out of that, I became a part of a power building coalition. So I've been busy, y'all.
It sounds like
I've been busy.
Girl.
It sounds like
I got stuff to do.
It sounds like it, and you do. You definitely have things to do. As a healing and wellness practitioner,
For sure.
have you ever gone to any of these retreats that transcend spiritual whatever? You know what I mean?
You're killing me over here. You're killing me.
Like, have you ever gone to any of these things?
No.
Okay, you see that on TV a lot.
No, that's just not, that hasn't been my way. I'm open.
Gotcha.
I'm open, right?
Yeah.
I just haven't done that yet. Listen, the healing for me is in the circle. The healing for me is in the living room. It's in the bedroom. It's doing the hair. It's at the hair salon, right? And so it's real, like for me, it's
Practical
really
healing.
Practical.
You don't have to go out west.
Accessible.
You don't have to go to India
Hello.
and do shrooms and be high for 7 days at a time.
And no shade, right?
No
Because
shade
some
to
people
them.
need
No
that.
shade.
Yeah, no. Some
If
people
that's
need
what
that.
you do,
Yes.
but you're saying your approach,
Practical,
your way,
everyday healing.
Practical,
every day.
Yeah.
accessible, right?
And,
like,
and I'm not knocking anything,
Yeah.
but the reason why I say that is because when you get off that high from the shrooms,
you got to come back down. You got to come back.
Your way, practical way is, I need to know how to live day to day.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Well,
what to
wait
do.
a minute now, because
What?
I know a lot of people that do shrooms. I'm not going to name no names, right? But
and they get to.
right.
They get to.
And I'm told the experience of now everybody knows I could never do that because I can't ever smoke anything in my entire life, but or eat or whatever. I cannot. So but I am told that with shrooms, right? It's supposed to be enlightening. It's supposed to be you transcend.
It's out of body.
There's an out of body, out of mind experience where you use more of your brain than you ever did before, right? And because you do that, that's a part of the healing because you start looking at your circumstances and situations differently.
I will trip and not come back. I'm gonna just tell you that. I would probably be the one where y'all would be like,
I could never do it.
I probably would be the one that y'all would be like,
no. So here's the thing. I've had two people that
scary.
have said, I'll be your guide. I can walk you through it. And I'm like, well, walk me through what? Nobody has ever answered that question because I will never do it. But the fact of the matter is you apparently have a guide and they walk you through it.
Through what?
Whatever it is that
you
whatever
go
comes up when
there's some
they
experts,
start,
right? Yeah. There's. So first of all, I'm not going to speak to the experience because I haven't experienced
never
it,
done
right?
it.
I've never done it.
Right.
But some people, they believe they need an experience where they can observe themselves outside of
their body. Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right or wrong,
Right.
right?
I would be terrified. I would be
scary.
terrified.
Yes. It may be scary for some people, and
terrified.
some people they feel like it's a need for them because the trauma or whatever
It's so heavy.
It's
so much.
So heavy.
Yeah.
They need something. They believe they need something else to support them in observing themselves, their behavior, right, and see how they can do something else.
Yeah.
And so that's my understanding.
That's mine.
I'm not the expert of that.
And I will never in my life, and I'm good with saying never. But
now, see, I don't know. I ain't gonna
I don't
know.
You're not gonna say never.
I'm never gonna say never. I'm gonna tell you one thing.
I'd have a bad trip.
I'm gonna tell you what I've learned. I've learned.
I will say no for her. Okay.
As a woman, I've learned to try not to speak in absolutes.
Yeah,
okay.
and I don't with
Because there's been
anything
times
else.
I'm like, I ain't never doing that.
Yeah.
And life
baby.
hits.
Listen,
that'll be your life journey right there.
No, as soon as you
seriously.
say you ain't never and you are never.
You're right.
And I will say I will never say never to anything else on the planet except for except for that.
For sure.
Anything else, I might be like,
wanna-
that is a no. But go
I want
ahead.
to ask you this. Right?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Okay.
So, because doctor, right? We came a long way when it comes to women being doctors. Have you ever had any challenges professionally?
Yeah.
Because you are a black woman, right?
For sure.
Wafia.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Black Muslim woman.
Okay? So,
come on.
Have you had any challenges? Name one.
For sure. I'm going to tell you, when I first entered into my doctorate degree, we always talk about this imposter syndrome. Right?
We talk about it.
Yeah. Like, it was tough.
It was tough.
Not feeling like I belonged in that space. And I had to really convince myself, right? And like, girl, you belong here because you here.
Yeah.
You went through the selection process. You were chosen, right? You're supposed to be in this space.
Yeah.
And so just having to like constantly convince myself, to remind myself that you are exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they need you in this space. And so that, right, dealing with me, my own issues around worthiness, that was an issue, right? And then what's funny is, as a black woman, as a doctor, right, with my white counterparts, before our degree was even conferred, right, they were like, Dr. Sue, okay? Before we had even graduated, they were already Dr. Sue, and people had accepted that and called them that, right? As a black woman, right, well, I'm going to call you Wafia. You understand? So I'm navigating that, right? And then the flip side is, I don't want to necessarily lead with the fact that I'm a doctor, because I am Wafia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're juggling all of these things, and then finally you just have to get to the place and be comfortable with you. Right. So me having a doctorate degree doesn't define me. It's something that I do, but it doesn't define who I am. Right. I've done some work for sure. Right. And here's the deal. Yes, I went through formal education and became a doctor, but there are other people that, you know, their lived experience is just as valuable. Yeah. It's also equivalent to a doctorate, right? In terms of lived experiences.
Right. Yeah.
So also want to make sure that leaving space for other people to show up as an expert as well, even if they don't have that
the title.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
No, you're right.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right.
I want to talk more about this healing, right? Because I mean, the title of our show
is
outstanding women who help heal, and we pride ourselves on, having those taboo conversations, especially in African American community.
We've had, when I tell you,
we've talked about
conversations.
About,
like you said, the things we don't talk.
Taboo conversation, taboo topics. But right now, I do want to journey more into healing more in depth with you, because again, we talk about it from our perspectives, and we've had other experts in here. My first question about it is, you define healing as a journey. How does someone know when they need to embark on this journey?
When the pain is too much. When you have a vision for your life and you're unable to access it because whatever troubles you've experienced, it won't even allow you to move forward.
Okay.
So,
or even imagine it.
Imagine. Oh, that's perfect, right? Right? Trauma, it actually gets in a way, it stops us from imagining. And so that's really huge. And so that's when you know that you need some healing, or you get to have access to healing. And I think for us, we've made healing so inaccessible, right? You need therapy. Therapy. And I am a supporter of therapy. Absolutely. But I will also let you know that therapy wasn't the only thing that has put me on the way of my healing journey. First thing first is I acknowledged I had a problem. I named it, right? I acknowledged that I had a story to tell. Yeah. And it's a big one, right? And we won't be able to get into all of it tonight, but it definitely entails a lot, and I was able to name it. Many people are hurting, have experienced trauma, and can't even name it.
Yep.
Don't even know they're traumatized.
That's true.
And that's my point.
That's the part.
But that's
because you see, let's be real. Their outlet, it may be Auntie's house, but Auntie in them
is a part of the
trauma. They all grew up the same way too.
Auntie's a part of the trauma, and that's why I'm saying, for our watchers and for our listeners out there, how do you acknowledge, because there are people walking around with trauma, there are people that are walking around and they are the toxic energy, as much as we throw the word toxic around. There are people walking around throwing out the word narcissist, and it's like, well, that's you, right? And there are people that are walking around just throwing out terms and feeling like everyone else is the problem and it's not them. At what point does someone come to you and say, I think I may have a problem? Like, how do they come to that realization?
How do they
and like you said, it's when the pain is too much.
Well, I'm in those spaces, right? I'm in a school where we're navigating, like I'm their wellness practitioner, right? I was in CPS where they have trauma, they have issues. So naturally, I see them in pain. I see them in, they experiencing trials and tribulations. And so we name that, right? I'll make it real plain. Pain that's in the way. Pain that's in the way of wherever you're trying to go. That's when you know that you possibly need some healing.
Yeah.
Keep it real. I think for us, we got to keep it simple. Sometimes we use all these big scientific words that people can't even access. And I'll share this with you, right? Today, I was supporting my youth around domestic violence. And so when you ask the students about domestic violence, they're like, no, I never experienced that. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I know what it is, but I can't relate to it. But I know that they can. And so what I did is, instead of keep talking about domestic violence, I talked about the experience. So for me, how I grab people is I'll talk about an experience, and then we can label it. Then we can say what it is because they relate to experiences. And so as I was talking with my youth about experiences with young people, right? If somebody's gaslighting you, if somebody's yelling at you, they're trying to use control over you. Have you experienced that? And they're like, yeah. This is possibly a sign of domestic violence, right? And so that's how I connect with people, right? We talk about the pain. What is it that you're going through? What is it that you're feeling? And I don't know. I'm just naturally a social worker, so people tell me their business, honey. I could be in a supermarket, right? Oop, my earring fell. I could be in a supermarket, and people just come up to me and just start talking, telling me their business. I've been like this all my life.
But I always think that when you do that, it's almost like God stops time for them because they needed to get that out to a person that was a complete stranger. Like, I have that happen to me all the time, and I literally get back in the car like, what God? Like, what does that mean?
I mean, that's whatever people believe in, spirits, energy, whatever it is. There's a certain energy that healers radiate. There's a certain spirit that someone is naturally drawn to you, and they feel comfortable telling you, all of their business, right? Tell us about your very first healing circle. Okay. You wanted to make a point first.
I wanted to share something too. I think why people also feel connected to me, and I see vulnerability as powerful. So I also share my story. I share my story in a way. I used to tell it more often, to people, but I feel like God told me, chill out, relax, right? Don't keep telling that story, when you were victimized, have people connect more to you being victorious as opposed to being victimized. And so I'm really strategic in terms of how much I'll share, when I'll share, versus when I was younger and I was just sharing, right? I'm sorry, ask me the question again.
Your first healing circle.
My first healing circle.
What was that experience like for you being the healer?
Now, this is a tricky question. I'm going to tell you why. The official healing circle or the unofficial healing circle?
Both.
Tell us both.
High school.
Both.
High school. What did we call it? Unity? Women's first?
Yeah, women's first.
Women's first. We were actually having healing circles in high school at the lunch table.
Yep.
Talking and sharing, talking about relationships, talking about what we experienced in childhood. That was a healing circle. We didn't know it then. We didn't call it that then. We were just chilling. There's my girls. Let's get this pizza. Let's get this hot dog. We got something on our chest. We gotta talk. We talked in the high school gym room, the locker room.
Yeah.
That was a healing.
The locker room was
the
when
locker
everybody
room
opened up.
Listen, walking home from school.
Yeah.
You don't know how many stories, how much healing is taking place walking to and from school.
That's true.
Right. And so unofficially, I've been in healing circles forever. Also think about your mother's kitchen. Think about the living room. So those are also healing circles. But officially, my first healing circle was in 2016 at the Newark Public Library. I don't recall how many people, but it was pretty much an intimate circle, and it was absolutely amazing. And what was amazing about it is that you were able to see that you're not alone. You're not alone. And people were like, wow, that's your story also? Yes, that's my story also. And the biggest thing, takeaway from me, is that not only is it your story in terms of how you've been harmed, but they were able to see is the harm doesn't define you.
Yes.
And so when they walked away with that, like, wow, you look okay. I said, I think I'm okay. You know what I mean? And so they look at me and they see me as someone like, you've been through a lot, but you don't walk with, like, I don't have victim on my forehead. I don't have traumatized on my forehead. I'm not taking away from people what you can actually see their pain because that needs to come up, right? So that they can work through it. But people don't normally see that in me. So when I tell them my story and they get to see how I show up in the world, they like, I can do this too.
And I think we need more of that. Not to cut you, but I think we need more of that because I will say that I know so many women, and personally in my family, and women that I've seen and encountered or been friends with, that literally go through pain, and instead of it coming out and it being, you know, and them going towards healing, they shy away from healing, and one, like you said, they don't know that it's trauma. Two, they shy away from healing. Nah, I'm good. You know, I don't need to share.
It's work.
I don't, you know, I don't. But let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest, because you know we got therapists. When I tell you, I never forget the first time that I actually went to therapy, Wafia. I asked the lady, did she have like a tear serum? Because I was taught, love you, Mom, shout out to you, but I was taught not to cry, right? Don't let nobody see you cry. That was my grace. That is how I grew up. I would cry in the shower. I would cry in the car. I would cry in wherever I was, but I wouldn't allow friends or people to see me cry. When I sat down and the lady said to me, I said, where'd I begin? She said, from the beginning. And I started with, when I was 5, I was adopted. And the lady, I got to talking, and I had never heard myself talk, speak my story, sit down, and have somebody literally just listen to me. When I started talking to this lady, I started boohooing. She didn't even say nothing. She didn't say, stop right there. She didn't say whatever. She just handed me the tissue box. And then it was like, say that was on a Tuesday, I had to go back on Thursday. And when I went back on Thursday, I kept saying, why am I crying? Why
get it out.
I had to get it out.
You've been holding it in for so long.
But I didn't realize, because honestly, I was the type, Wafia, that I literally took my pain and just got educated, took my pain working, took my pain raising my kids, took my pain, did whatever. I never stopped to sit in anything.
Those were the positive things, though.
Right.
We often don't talk about energy is going to manifest itself in some way. It's not just going to dissipate.
But
right?
I was saying, right.
It's going to manifest itself in a number of different ways.
So I did a positive, partially positive.
It showed up though.
It showed up.
Of course.
Oh, it did.
Of course.
It showed up. Girl, it did.
Of course.
It was there.
Look, I
was
know
an
you.
angry little. Oh, fight you in a second.
Listen.
No.
So
it did.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I have, when I look at my biological mother, and I remember every year I would have to go to her, and because I kept saying to myself, in order to heal me, I got to go to her, right? That's the woman that birthed me. That's the woman that birthed me. I need to know her story. I need to know everything about her, because her story.
No, not why.
Oh, yes, I need to know
why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I need to know.
Work.
Right. I need to know. Right. That part. So see, root work. I didn't even know how to label it, but I had to know her, because I know healing me, I had to go back to her. So I would fly to Georgia, and I'd ask her every single question, and that would sustain me for like a year, 2 years, 3 years. And then I'd go back and visit again, and I would ask her something, differently, or, angle differently. And what I learned is, and I gave her grace, right? You know this. I gave her grace. But the thing about it is, what I realized is that the things that happened to her as a child, there are other people that probably did what I did and just got educated and did whatever and kept. It didn't. For her, it paralyzed her.
Some people it does.
It paralyzed her, and it didn't, the mothering part of her, it ate at her. It took it away. You understand? Her logic, her everything was just, the trauma that she endured was
individualized.
Exactly.
Individualized.
And the crazy thing is, they all grew up in the same household, but everybody dealt with it in a different way.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, my mother's it paralyzed her. It made her, I'm not good enough for this, and I'm not. What's ironic is that since I was 5, I didn't know my mother when I was 5, but since I was 5, I said, I want, I met my mother later on, and I said, I want to be a nurse. I said it since I was 5 years old. Not knowing, guys, when I got older and I became a nurse, that was her dream. That was her dream.
Mm-hmm.
She always wanted to be a nurse. And when I tell you I didn't know that, because remember, I met my mother later on.
That's right.
So I didn't know that, but it's just crazy that.
DNA.
Imagine.
DNA.
I literally, God allowed me to live out her dream. And I thought that was like, wow, God.
I got goosebumps.
Wow, God.
Yes.
So anyway, that's my story.
First of all, thank you for sharing that. And you don't even know, that's the beauty of a circle. You don't know who you're freeing up from telling your circle, from telling your story, rather. And that's the thing. Some people, everybody's not ready to share.
Absolutely.
Some people are just there to absorb and observe. And some people are storytellers. They're going to tell their story. They're going to get it out. And wherever you are in your journey, it's okay. One day, right, you will tell your story, and it's healing in that. Just getting it out. Like you said, when your first session, you had to emote. You had to emote. We're holding on to so much stuff, but we would and especially for Black women, we got stuff to do. We got to heal the world. We got to heal these kids. We got to heal this man.
All that busy. It's just a distraction from dealing with what we need to actually do
until
for
we get
ourselves.
sick.
Exactly.
Until we get sick.
Then it's I need to focus on this. No, you should have been focused on that then.
No, but the crazy thing for me
yourself
was,
then.
Like you said, it's busy work, but I always thought, like, I got to raise these kids. I sit in my stuff. I can't go to work. I can't.
Well, you can't sit in the stuff. You
not
gotta
sit in it, but if I gotta sit and think about it, you know what I mean?
Well, because we haven't been taught that you can do both.
Yeah, I was about to say that because you can't sit.
Yeah, we've been taught.
What I always be like, and when you go,
she was like, you got 48 hours.
When we were younger, because now life is a little harder.
Yes.
But when we were younger and we were going through breakups or this happened or this happened, we'd have our group, our friendship group, and I would be like, and
she would listen.
You got listen to everything. You got 48 hours because that whole down period, I can't move, I can't shower, I can't eat, I can't open the curtains. I'm not. Literally, I can't do this.
No,
I can't do
the
that.
Shower.
No, literally.
Literally.
Sometimes you gotta pull people out.
Yeah, literally. And I would be sitting there. I'd be like, okay, all right, 48 hours. You got 48 hours. Cry it out. Do it. You want to not eat? Fine. You don't want to shower? Fine. You don't want to take care of these kids? We got them. You don't want to do that? You got 48 hours to be in that mode, and then you want to snap. We gotta bring you back. Yeah.
I think for some people that works, right?
No, only for some.
Yeah, for some. Like my mother used to say, cry your cry and fight your fight.
Wow.
But some people are actually experiencing a chemical imbalance.
Yes.
They need some support.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so they're deep
Definitely.
in the hole. And I'll be honest with you. I'll share this with you.
Please.
I navigated major depression where I actually was prescribed medication because it was deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mother had transitioned and my mother was my girl.
Yeah. Well, Kwaima was that girl.
She was that girl.
She was that girl.
She was it. And for me,
but for all of y'all, right?
Like it took me out.
Yeah.
And the truth is I wasn't even able to access grief because I'm the oldest. So I was making sure that my brothers were okay, that my sister was okay, and they were not okay. And so I had to
you
zip
took all of that on.
I had to zip it up. And I did. And eventually that thing said, no more. It's time.
Yeah.
And so major depression came through. And so, my mother's word, cry your cry and fight your fight, that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I had to get it wasn't enough. I had to get in somebody's chair.
Yeah.
And then after being in the chair, right, she was like, okay, you need a little bit more. So I was, at that time I was practicing Christianity. And so I was listening to the gospel music. I was trying to meditate.
This
is
why
I was doing it all, but it wasn't enough. I needed more.
You need something more.
I needed something more. And there's nothing wrong with saying I need more.
Yeah.
But you're like me.
Yeah.
So when I tell everybody, it's very strange. I grew up Christian Muslim. Like, they don't understand. They be like, I don't get it. You do, because you grew up with me. But you, same thing. Like, she knows the both.
Yeah.
She knows both.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's what I mean. You know, when you start talking about losing parents and this, that, or other, something different. We talking about, I didn't get the car that I wanted. You know what I mean? And everybody,
ours is deeper than that. Ours is deeper
you
than
know what I mean? Like, and I'll be like, girl.
You're talking about being bothered versus being traumatized,
Right.
right?
It's
Like, it's 2 days of distinction.
Right. And it's like, girl, okay, 48. You on a timer, right? You got 48. I'm gonna come back. You need me to take the kids? What you need me to do? Because you got 48, and we coming up out of this. We're not doing that. I want you to speak to because we talk about this on the show all the time.
Okay.
Because essentially, what you're saying when you're talking about healing circle is you're talking about your sphere of influence. Your friendship groups, those who you choose to be in close proximity to you. Please tell everybody, because we talk about it all the time, the importance of having sister girls.
Please. Hello. What? Let me tell you something. My sister circle, we call ourselves the Redwoods.
Okay.
If you know anything about the Redwoods, and I have to give a shout out to my sister friend Gloria Milan. Gloria, hey boo. And so what happened is she actually shared with me about redwoods. Redwoods is a tree, a type of tree where there's
in California, right?
California. And actually, we went to the redwoods. We actually hugged the
wow.
redwoods
Oh,
in April.
So strong and
so strong.
They're how long they've been.
Yes.
Yeah.
But their strength is not in the roots. It's the strength is in the branches.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yeah, so we're the redwoods, right? And so I share that to say that my tribe, baby, my tribe holds me down.
Yep.
And so your sister circle is so incredibly important. There's a quote, and I don't want to misquote it, but it says, "Show me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are."
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Right? And so we root for each other, we support each other, and we don't have to talk every day.
Right.
We have our little thread where we check in, and sometimes
chat.
like group chat, we check in, and sometimes we tight. We got work. Some of us are wives, some of us are mothers. We just heavily into our profession, like lawyers, doctors, educators, right? It's just a whole range of professions, but we need each other deeply, and we know that it is our bond.
Yeah.
That like connects us. Also, we're prayer warriors. I'm Muslim. Most of them are Christians. And baby, when I tell you, got some prayer warriors. Yep. And we're also honest.
Yep.
Our word, our integrity matters.
Yep.
Right. And we're not brutally honest. Like we don't do that. But we are honest with each other. Like shake that off. Like we show a mirror to each other. Like maybe it's you.
I love it.
That's we'll be like this. We'll be like, sis.
I'm gonna let you finish.
But sis.
Maybe it's you. Maybe I am the drama.
You,
Right.
Okay, Cardi.
Unintended.
Okay, Cardi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think it's really important. And the truth is, you need those connections, because the truth is, you wouldn't be. I think before you can correct someone, you need to connect with someone.
Yeah.
And so sister circles are important where you can get that honesty.
Right.
It's hard to get honesty from people out in the street. Absolutely not. I don't know you. I don't even know if you invested in what's going on over here. So you need that honesty from someone you trust.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so speaking to that tribe, it's important. But I've always been a girl's girl.
You have. Yes. You have.
I've been that way. I've always been a girl's girl.
Since I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not that I'm perfect, because I have my own issues, right? I have my issues.
We all do.
We're
We all
navigating. So I'm not perfect, but I do believe in sisterhood. Sisterhood matters.
Yes,
and let me tell you something. Everybody know I love my husband, and I love my sister friends, and I need them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I need them.
It's a balance.
You
It's a
recently
balance.
got married, right?
I recently got married.
Oh,
Recently got married.
congratulations.
Thank you. I got married in almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, Idrisu. My husband's name is Idris.
Oh,
Yes.
congratulations.
Yes, thank
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
But you need a balance.
And can I share this?
Yeah,
I
of
even
course.
said this during our nikah, which is our wedding ceremony. Right? I tell people I didn't fall in love. I stood in it. And I said, and how I was able to actually get to my husband is through my girlfriends. Is the love that...
Wait, where am I? Besides
Well,
you
we-
sitting in the studio.
What, baby?
What
we gotta do? We gotta jump up.
You don't even
we talk about this all the time. Okay,
The
go ahead.
collective consciousness for sure.
We talk about this all the time.
They got me to him.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
Because that is what you are supposed to do.
Hello.
Okay, let me hush. Go ahead.
No, keep talking.
You have no idea.
keep talking. No,
It's
seriously,
true,
I told
though.
them that like I needed like I was able to fall in love and be in love with my husband or stand in love with my husband is because I understand love through my sister girls.
I'm a drink. Go ahead. No, y'all keep. No,
She
just,
don't- she don't
keep
even
going.
know.
Let me tell you
know.
something. My sister girls, if I have issues, I'm trying to navigate my relationship.
Let me run this by you real quick.
They zip me back up and tell me to get back in the ring.
Ask the healer.
Let me run this by you real quick. Before I say anything to them. Listen, they said, and I was like,
Yeah.
do you?
That's
that
what we do.
You be like, nah, sis, that was you.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have reacted
Yeah,
like
you shouldn't
that.
did that.
You were wrong.
Yeah, it's you.
It's you.
It's you, and you shouldn't have did that. And what you need to do is either, especially like, like stop talking to that man like that.
Yeah.
That's a grown man.
So
Don't talk to him like that.
So your mom. let me go back to you because your mom was a very strong woman,
She was.
hands down.
She was
like
powerful. Mhm.
yes,
Thank you.
strong. And you also same way,
Thank you.
right? And not just because of her, but just because of the role that you had to take on. Even before she passed, like it just was who you were, right? Because you're the oldest. And it's very hard, and just navigating, and just me knowing you, but me knowing me. I am, a lot of people identify women like us as alpha male. I don't take that,
Alpha female.
I'm sorry. We're just strong. We're strong individuals. How did you come down from that? Did you come down from that? Did
We're
you
being a strong woman.
But
You're
not
talking
just a strong
about
woman,
her strength
but
in
strength
marriage.
In marriage,
Oh,
yes.
okay. In relation
marriage,
to
in
your
relationship.
husband.
I'm still navigating that, honey.
But I will tell you this. I don't identify as a strong woman. I identify as a powerful woman. And the distinction for me is strong women are like isolated women. They're not women that are like, they don't lean into support.
Right.
I am heavily supported.
Okay.
Right? I have concentrated, padded support. I am not doing this thing alone.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm powerful. That shows up in my marriage.
Okay.
And it's not always the best thing.
It's not.
Right. And so I'm going to be honest about that. And
Please.
so that's actually, I'm journeying that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
how to
I'm-
navigate that space.
Baby.
Right?
But
How to yeah.
baby.
not only that,
Yeah.
but can I say this?
Yeah.
And my husband is African.
Yes.
Okay. He's
Yes.
from Ghana.
Yeah.
I am a man.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Uh-huh.
That
You
part.
gonna have to stand down.
Hello. I
Let
need
me
you to
let
be
me
a
be
woman.
me. Yeah.
Yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But listen, the way you grew up though
Mm-hmm.
is very hard to. And then remember, like this is your first marriage. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And inshallah, my only.
Right.
God willing.
Right. But
Okay.
being that it's been your first marriage, you've been in relationships, but it's like not marriage. How's that different for you?
Well, I'm a runner. She's a track star.
Okay.
Got it.
Right. And so in marriage, if you want it to be sustainable, right? And not only that, it's a covenant. I made a covenant with God, right? With my sister tribe, with my family, with my husband. And so when you talk about lifetime, you are to expect trials and tribulations.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest, sometimes I'm a punk. I'm like, I'm tired of trials and tribulations. What we talking about? I'm
Yeah, I
over
don't
this.
want to be the no limit
Yes,
soldier. no
yesterday. You look yesterday.
Yeah, I don't want to
You
be. I
understand?
don't want to
Me
be.
all day
Take me off your
yesterday.
list, guys.
Yes, yes.
All day
right?
yesterday.
Yes. And so it's tough sometimes, right? But I'm committed. And so marriage is not something you can throw away. Well, it's not something I'm willing to throw away.
Right.
Right? I'm committed. I'm in this thing. I anticipated some things. And I'll tell you about I'll tell you about marriage. Marriage is a 24/7 mirror.
Yep.
It's that proximity to accountability.
It don't feel good all the time.
First of all, I thought I got it going on, and I do. Right? I'm thinking I'm it. And then you get into this marriage 24/7. You
They will
realize,
tell you who you are.
oh, Sugarfoot, you got some more work to do. I thought I had You know, I thought I'm in this work. I've been in counseling. Listen, I'm a wellness practitioner, and boom, I got married, and I was like,
I gotta
So,
get.
so please
go.
wait.
Talk
So
about-
please, please tell everybody, because we talk about this on the show all the time too.
Absolutely.
All the people that always say, "Oh no, I healed, so I'm ready for a relationship."
What you think
I
about that?
healed, so I'm ready for a marriage.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
I don't either at all.
I don't agree. I think it's a journey. I do think there are parts of you that are healed.
There are parts of you,
Right,
but you heal throughout the relationship.
Because there's what's happening is you have blind spots.
Yep.
So as a single person,
Good
I
way
had
to
a
put
lot
that.
of blind spots, and when I got with my husband, he highlighted.
Because when you don't have to use a lot of when you alone, you don't
You
really
are
have to-
alone.
you are alone.
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know. Hello. And so I got with my husband, and now I know.
Now this the funny thing, and I'm gonna shout out to my wife who probably listening, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, listen. People be like, "You so dynamic," you know, Basima. You so. They come up to her, "You so smart. You so this. You so that," and she be looking at them like, "Let me tell you something. I live with her." And that little beautiful person that you see, she ain't that, because her side of the room don't be clean. Her like she will. It's funny that you say a mirror, because when you think that you are just the best thing from sliced bread, they be like, "Yeah, no. Let me tell you what you got to heal with and what you got to do and the work that you still got to do." You know what I mean? And just, I laugh
Well,
at
that's
it all
what a
the time.
partner is for.
That's
though.
what a partner
That's what a partner is for.
Well, we're whole people. And so in that wholeness, there's some nuances.
Of course. Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
you're
It
still,
don't
we're,
feel good.
we're still all that. And so we always dealing with that and.
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
we got some more work to do.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
No, you're right. I want to ask you a question.
We are over our time.
Are
but
we?
go ahead. So this
3
will have to be
minutes.
our last question. It's 8:01.
All right.
Oh, wow. Time is flying.
Yeah, it flies.
I told you.
I'm like,
it's a conversation.
it's 8:01. So this is our. Go ahead, B.
It's a talk.
Mm-hmm.
Your mission.
Yes.
Talk about your book, because I know I definitely want you to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Her. Yes.
Okay.
Healed, empowered, and resilient. And so my mission is, I will share my tagline with She Matters, which is silent, invisible women and girls no more. It is the silence that is eating us alive. It's the silence that is a barrier to healing. And so I want us to be in the room, show up fully, know that we're whole, right? And that trauma doesn't define us, we define it. And so that's my mission, particularly for women that have experienced sexual abuse, sexual violence. Because oftentimes when people share their story of sexual violence, the immediate thought, a default thought is, you'll never be whole, you're forever broken. And I'm here to declare war that we are not broken, that Allah God made us whole. Be whole.
Right.
I'm whole. Yes, I've been victimized, but I ain't nobody's victim.
Exactly.
And so that's my mission, right? And so I want to talk about, healed, hurt, and resilient. And I had the honor, the privilege of working with Jessica Cares, Sister Asia, right? And she pulled together 9 other authors, right? And different women from different sectors. And we came together and we collaborated. And this book is about healing. This is about being resilient. It's about getting back up, right? And so I wrote chapter 8, which is titled The Invitation. We Heal in Circle. And I'm actually talking about a relationship that I had. It started out as a student, a paraprofessional, which was a student that was in leadership, and I was a professional. And it was through my vulnerability, telling my story, that I was able to support someone else with their healing. That's all I'm going to share. You got to
You got to get the book. Where can they get the book?
You can get this book on Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon, this book is $24.99.
Okay.
And listen, I want you to get it, read it, share it, right? Take this to the schools, right? We're willing to come out and have healing circles with you. We're willing to come out and do book signing. In fact,
gotta do that.
I am attending a book signing this weekend in Cleveland, Ohio. And
Nice.
yes, and we're going to be there sharing this book, going over the chapters, and really inviting people to healing.
So we got to do that. We got to have you do that.
Let's do
and
it.
the team, like, that would be great.
I'm
We
in it.
definitely, because we had a women's empowerment. Where is it? Somewhere.
Not that one.
I don't know.
That's
not that
magazine.
one. That's somewhere.
It's in the other room.
But we had a women's empowerment. Those are the things that we do. Those are the things, because we don't just do radio. right? We do a lot of women empowerment events. We do a lot of things, and I would love for you, love
Yeah,
for you.
I'd
to
love to
have
healing
that circle.
You know what? Maybe we should do a healing circle first quarter of next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
Count
you
me
could,
in.
Yeah.
The
Count-
beginning
that
of
would
the
be
year.
great.
Count
yeah.
me in.
That would
Yeah.
be great.
For sure.
We need you. We need more of you.
We need
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we can't, this is what the circle is about. We can't do it alone. We need each other.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch this back tomorrow while I'm working.
So what are you? So what are you working on? What are your future projects? What's going on? Like
My
anything?
future projects-
because you do a lot of visiting Africa. You do a lot of like. Oh my God, you do. No, seriously.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful thing.
Basima, I love you. Hello. So it's funny you say that. I've actually partnered with a school, GLEC in Ghana, Kumasi, Ghana. They have about 600 students. And so I'm planning to go to Ghana in January. And just to kind of see the land, right? To see the people. I don't believe in going to countries and telling them what to do. Like even in the healing circle, I'm not telling you what to do. You kind of guide your own healing, right? And so when I talk about how we can partner and support them, right, with the expertise that I have, how the resources that I have access to, and how we can get them some more support in the continent of Africa. So that's one of the projects that I'm up to. I'm also I'm writing another book. I have the title, I have the chapters. I'm just putting it all together. I'm excited about it.
Nice.
I continue to work with schools. So I'm a consultant as well. And sometimes people subcontract me. I also seek out contracts where I can help youth because I believe, one thing I believe is if trauma happened now, you should be able to access healing now.
Okay.
So I want to mitigate the imprint of trauma on our youth. I want to give them an opportunity
And
to
I know
be.
you see a lot of it.
Hello. And they want it. They're
Now,
ready.
are you in the Newark area?
I'm not in Newark, but I can be.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in Union County.
Oh, okay.
And so I am making my way. I've been in Passaic County. I've been in Union County. I've did healing circles with domestic violence organizations for women, like a women's shelter.
Okay.
I'm also the co-chair for Women of Color Task Force, which is under a New Jersey Coalition to End Domestic Violence. I'm also the deputy director for Connecting Our Communities for New Jersey. That's dealing with maternal health equity. I'm a part of a national power building coalition. I'm doing quite a bit of things. I'll be in Texas in February. I'm a part of a power building. I'm just moving. I'm all over. So you
Wonderful.
can get me. You can
use that clap button. Okay. There you go. and now they can find you.
You can find me at She Matters, spelled the traditional way of spelling She Matters with .s.com. That's my website. Right? You can contact me and you can let me know. You can sign up for my waiting list or my contact list, and I'll reach out to you. You let me know what your needs are. And so I'm there to support as much as I can.
I love it. I just want to say I love you. Right?
I love you back.
I love you because, like you said, you know, your first work was really with us, with me. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for motivating us. Like, seriously. Thank you for your contribution in spaces that were taboo or that people don't pay attention to. You know what I mean? Because we as Black women totally need the support. We totally need, and thank you for finding it not robbery to do this work. To do this work. I can't thank you enough. I can't, like I said, I know your beginning. And the legacy that you're going to leave behind is amazing to me. Is amazing. The world needs you. Keep doing it, please. We need it. Okay?
Yes.
Seriously. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you said it all. No, it's amazing. Your journey is inspiring. The things that you have achieved is inspiring. And it's inspiring not only to the youth, but it's inspiring to your peers. So please continue to do that and continue to just go out into the world and let everyone know that as Black women, we don't all hate each other. As Black women, we don't all envy each other. As Black women, we rely on each other and draw strength from one another. And that's how we're able to be inspirations to others, because our tribe is other Black women. So please continue to go out into the world and preach that to all the nations and everywhere, so that, you know, that everybody knows this. Because, and I know, Jeff, don't kill us. There's so many of us that will have these quote unquote sister girl relationships until they get married.
Mm.
And they feel like, oh, I got a man now. I don't need this friendship like
It's
that.
true. I've
Or
seen
you
it.
know, my marriage is my priority, so therefore, this friendship
seen that.
takes the back burner, completely take a back burner, right? And so, I love the fact that you talk about the importance of having that balance and how that's what sustains you. To be good in your marriage and to be good with your friends, family, and work and all the things. So we talk about that a lot on the show. We talk about friendship a lot on the show, relationships a lot on the show. So just thank you for being the inspiration for us as Black women, and please continue to take that out.
Thank you
into
for
the
your
world.
impact
Yeah.
that you're going to
Yeah.
have, and thank you for it all.
Yeah.
Thank you for the work that you do.
Yeah.
And I know it's not an easy journey. Like
Yeah.
it's not an
Oh,
easy
no.
journey.
Yeah.
You have to bring me back for that journey talk.
Yeah, no, we are.
We got it. No. You got to
Thank
stay
you.
connected.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for what you're doing. Right. Thank you for being
Thank
a
you.
yes. Right. I reached out to my seaman. We were just talking.
Yep.
He's like, girl,
Literally.
I need you on there. I'm like, sure thing.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm so excited for y'all. Like, this is amazing. The world needs you too. The
Thank
world
you.
needs to know, like you said, that we are out here. Not only are we shifting the world, but we're starting with ourselves.
Absolutely.
And that's so incredibly important.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Starting with ourselves. Clap that up.
Oh,
Hit the
God,
button.
God.
That's it.
But we
Love
love
you,
you,
Jay.
Wafia. Please don't be a
Yes.
stranger. We really need you for stuff. Like it'd be great. We have a lot of panels and stuff that we do.
Okay.
We have a lot of women things that we do, but not just women things. Because I think that what's happening is that we're teaching the women, but we're kind of not allowing the men to see certain things as well. So we got to teach them too, right?
But let me tell you something. I failed to mention that, so thank you for sharing that. I talk about, yes, I center women and girls, but I also support the ecosystem because
Okay.
it's not enough.
It's not enough
to
for
have
just-
the women
yeah.
healed and
Yeah.
whole, right?
All
And
by
then-
ourselves.
By ourselves.
Yeah, we just
All
healed.
by
Just
ourselves.
here. Looking at each other like, chill, girl. Chill. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Okay,
No.
good.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
have you back, though.
For
All
sure.
right.
Listen, thank you. Okay, so we're in October now.
Yes.
Jeff, we're about to close because I know
Don't
we're
kill
we're,
us, yes.
we're over time. Don't kill us. As we mentioned before, we're in October now. We do have 3 additional shows coming up. Oh, it's supposed to be Sextober.
Yes.
So we have some therapists coming on, and we're going to be discussing physical intimacy at this particular age in men and in women, and all of the changes 'cause
during the
there's
perimenopause
there's
and
so
menopause
much
and all the things
between-
that we got going on.
Yeah, so we're talking about that for the rest of the month, and then we have some more amazing guests that are going to be coming in for the month of November. We'll be going into the holidays. There's so much going on the show. Queen Bee is definitely going to be talking about all of her endeavors that
Yes.
she has coming up, and then there's some things that we have that we're doing together that's also coming
Yes.
up in the month of November.
Yes.
So we're going to be talking about that. Just more great things to come. So as usual, we love you all
We
for
love
listening.
y'all. Thank you for listening.
We love you all for watching. God willing, we'll be back here next week, same
Yes.
time, same place, different show. Take us away, Jeff. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to everybody who was in the chat. Love you all.
I know. I got to look at the chat. Love y'all.